It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. So a fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
It's a quick throw over to Samuel. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll get this out to the left flat. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second and 7. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down. It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a fresh set of downs. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll take off again. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. The Rams offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this out wide. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Deron Payne there for the stop. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That finds Nakua along the sideline.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Here's Ethan Evans now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
We'll give it to Eckler on the option. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Daniels. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He finds the veteran Ertz, and he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Commanders with the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
The motion man is Nakua. Play action now for Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play with Stafford and Nakua. 38 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Stafford to throw again. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Again, it's Stafford. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, L.A. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line, and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Washington.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Daniels. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down. They'll try the option here. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Rams 1st down.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing again is Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. It's a pickup of 12. First down, L.A.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
To the air again, Stafford taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A first down throw for Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Commanders' offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Debo.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On play action, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll motion over Samuel. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll run with Robinson. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Daniels going to keep this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Commanders are out to a 21-10 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. Now a 3rd and 2. On the give, it's Williams. And this is going to be a Rams 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Stafford to throw again. Going right back to Nakua. Complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding a hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This one taken at the 10. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Eckler. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's got it! And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Eckler. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Play action. Here's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now for Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down, it's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And he will score! Game on! 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a two-point conversion now. Back to throw. Stafford. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken around the 11. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Second and a yard. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st and 10 now from the 36. The motion man here is McClure. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Stafford now on 1st down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Got his man at the 6. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Going to return this from the 10. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.